Welcome back to Network Africa. We're still looking at Women's Day and Jacob Zuma in Nigeria, but we're also looking at a self-taught Kenyan artist. That's Clavers Odhiambo, who practices an intricate and detailed style of painting known as hyperrealism. Odhiambo recently held his first exhibition in Kenya, Nairobi, and he's also using his collection to pay tribute to artists everywhere.
This is not just a regular art exhibition. It's the very first public exhibition for Kenyan artist Clavers Odhiambo, and he wants everything to be just right. Odhiambo is a hyperrealism artist, which means his painting tries to achieve the same level of accuracy that you will see in a photograph or even in real life. The hyperrealism movement has been growing since the 2000s, but is fairly new in Kenya. Odhiambo is self-taught. A general love for art saw him discover hyperrealism, but it took years to develop the skill. He's been creating hyperrealistic pieces for 4 years, learning from YouTube and other artists' work.
When I finished high school, the first thing I did was to start producing more and more art and trying to get my tune to see where I fall best. So with practice, ever since 2012 up to now, I've been able to get my skill to where it is today.
His debut showing at the Alliance Francaise in Kenya's capital, Nairobi, is a collection of 40 pieces including series on black heroes, Native Americans, and the human body form. Odhiambo explains that his collection of portraits, which includes American civil rights activist Malcolm X and South African musician Miriam Makeba, is in part a tribute to every kind of artist.
The African icons who I've painted, I've done most of them out of fanaticism. Say, I've read like 7 Chinua Achebe novels by now, and sometimes I think maybe I should use my talent to do like a tribute to this person or something. People like Habib Koite, Fela Kuti, I've done Suzanne Wio, Heart the Band. These are people whose music I listen to, and sometimes as part of my day-to-day art activities, I decide I want to give back to them.
Kenya's art market is proving increasingly robust, attracting foreign buyers looking to invest in African art, as well as an emerging elite that see it as a new indulgence.
Well, back to our top story. That's President Jacob Zuma, who is currently in Nigeria, and he's addressed a joint session of the National Assembly where he first applauded Nigeria's conduct of the 2015 elections and also went ahead to salute the courage of all those who were involved in making the elections free and fair. He also acknowledged the role played by Nigeria in dismantling apartheid and the massive admission given to South African presidents in Nigeria during that period.
We need to advance the continental integration and transformation informed by the African Union's Constitutive Act. We need to unite and work together on this issue, on the issues of peace and security. This should include the bringing into operation of the standby force and their capabilities. We commit ourselves to playing our part to achieve this. Let the citizens of Africa march together to defeat all those forces that bring harm and suffering to our continent. Let the citizens of the continent march together towards a brighter future, a future filled with prosperity and happiness. South Africa and Nigeria, acting together in unity, must play a key role towards the achievement of these goals and objectives. I thank you.
President of South Africa, Mr. Jacob Zuma. On that note, here's our question of the day. How do you think President Zuma's visit in Nigeria will play out? Feel free to send us your feedback either via email or Twitter. The address and handles are right there on your screen. Thank you so much for watching Network Africa on Channels Television. I'm Cynthia Are.